Right now, your body is made of around 37 trillion of them. And you cannot see a single one with your eyes. They are the smallest unit of life, the building blocks of every living thing on Earth. From the tallest tree to the tiniest insect, from a mushroom to a human being, all of it is built from cells. They are cells. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what's inside one, and how it works. So what exactly is a cell? Simply put, it's the smallest living thing that can carry out all the basic functions of life. It can take in energy, grow, respond to its surroundings, and make copies of itself. Some living things are just a single cell, like many bacteria. Others, like you, are made of trillions, all working together. And every one of those cells is astonishingly tiny, most are far too small to see without a microscope. In fact, we only discovered cells when the microscope was invented, centuries ago. A scientist named Robert Hooke looked at a sliver of quark, saw tiny box-like rooms, and gave them the name we still use, cells. Soon after, others peered into pond water and were amazed to find it teeming with tiny living creatures. These discoveries led to one of biology's biggest ideas, cell theory. All living things are made of cells, and all cells come from other cells. Now, there are two main types of cells. Let's tell them apart. The first are prokaryotic cells, small and simple. Bacteria are the classic example. They have no nucleus, their parts float freely inside. The second are eukaryotic cells, larger and far more complex. Plants, animals, fungi, and you are all built from these. Their key feature is a control center called the nucleus, plus many specialized parts called organelles, each like a tiny organ for the cell. To make sense of these organelles, picture the cell as a tiny, busy factory, with each part doing a special job. Let's start at the factory walls. Every cell is wrapped in a thin, flexible border called the cell membrane. The membrane is the gatekeeper. It controls what comes in and what goes out, letting in food and oxygen, sending out waste. It's choosy, or selective, which is why scientists call it selectively permeable. Inside, the factory floor is filled with a jelly-like fluid called cytoplasm, where the organelles float and work. Now to the control room, the most important part of all, the nucleus. The nucleus is the cell's brain and library. It directs everything the cell does, and it guards the cell's master instructions. Those instructions are written in a molecule you've surely heard of, DNA. DNA is the complete blueprint for building and running the entire living thing, a recipe book for life. When it's time, the DNA coils up into neat packages called chromosomes, and short sections of it, called genes, carry specific instructions. So the nucleus holds the plans, and sends out orders to the rest of the factory. Next, the power plant. Scattered through the cell are bean-shaped organelles called mitochondria. Mitochondria are the powerhouse of the cell. They break down food to release energy, which powers everything the cell does. That phrase, the powerhouse of the cell, is one you'll hear again and again. Now you know exactly why. The energy they make is stored in a molecule called ATP, the cell's usable fuel. The busier a cell is, the more mitochondria it has. Your muscle cells, for instance, are packed with them. Now, the assembly line. Tiny machines called ribosomes build the cell's proteins, the workhorses that do most of its jobs. Many ribosomes sit on a folded network called the endoplasmic reticulum, the cell's production and transport system. The rough part, dotted with ribosomes, makes proteins. The smooth part makes fats and helps clean up. Once proteins are made, they head to the shipping department, the Golgi apparatus, which packages, labels, and sends them off. Think of the Golgi as the cell's post office, wrapping each product and sending it exactly where it needs to go. Every factory needs cleanup and storage, too. Lysosomes are the cleanup crew. They break down waste and worn-out parts, recycling them into useful pieces again. Vacuoles are storage tanks, holding water, food, and waste until they're needed. Now, plant cells have a few special parts that animal cells don't. Plant cells are wrapped in a tough cell wall, outside the membrane, giving them a sturdy, boxy shape and support. They contain chloroplasts, the green organelles where photosynthesis happens, turning sunlight into food. And plant cells usually have one large central vacuole, filled with water, that helps keep the plant firm. Animal cells have no cell wall and no chloroplasts, so they tend to be rounder and more flexible. But both share the same core parts: a membrane, cytoplasm, a nucleus, mitochondria, ribosomes, and the rest. Here's something amazing: not all of your cells look or act the same. Your cells are specialized for different jobs. Nerve cells are long and branching, to carry signals across your body. Muscle cells are built to contract. Red blood cells are shaped like tiny discs to carry oxygen. Skin cells lie flat and tightly packed to protect you. Each kind is perfectly suited to its task. And why are cells so small? Because a small cell can move food, oxygen, and waste in and out quickly, something a giant cell simply couldn't do. So why does all this matter? Because cells are the foundation of all biology. Groups of cells form tissues, tissues form organs, and organs form you. When something goes wrong inside cells, it can cause disease. So understanding cells is how we understand health and medicine. Almost everything in biology begins right here, inside the cell. Let's recap the essentials. A cell is the smallest unit of life. The membrane controls what enters and leaves. The cytoplasm fills the inside. The nucleus holds the DNA and gives the orders. Mitochondria make energy. Ribosomes, the ER, and Golgi build and ship proteins. Lysosomes clean up, vacuoles store, and plant cells add a cell wall and chloroplasts. Master that, and you understand the cell. From a single, microscopic cell, an entire living world is built. And now you know what's inside. Thanks for studying with us. If this made cells finally make sense, stay with us. There are many more science topics made clear and simple. Until next time, keep asking questions, keep learning, and you'll be amazed how much you can understand.